I feel like I was witnessing prime Janis Joplin.
Yeah, was there more than one note coming out at the same time, Michael?
I was more the humping the stage equipment.
Oh, she used to hump the stage equipment?
Maybe not prime Janis, maybe a little closer to the end.
I was like, wait, Janis Joplin humped?
It was a little...
Was she like a little... Did she... I know there was a video where she was blacked out going... But she didn't.
Your move was a little
snooky one, smush, smush.
Who's that?
That's that South Park thing when they did the Jersey Shore episode and Snooki was this fat little gremlin that just like grinded things.
Snooki went push, push. Oh my God. When I think about how dumb that person is but I've thought, wow, you're on TV. You're like a huge celebrity. You don't work, like you made it.
Yeah.
But then I think, could you imagine if you were on South Park as a cretin sex whore, like, and you're a little girl, like it's not, when people tell us we suck on social media, sometimes I'm
constantly.
I'm like, oh man, like really? But imagine if South Park was like, yeah, Ellis's podcast is huge, and he's a fat, like, I'm like, oh man.
Supposedly she was pumped. I hear she was like stoked. Just getting referenced in South Park. Some people are just like, fuck yeah, I don't care how mean they were.
You could say you're stoked.
That's true.
That'll be a good rebuttal to South Park roasting you. And you could also be dumb and not realize how brutal it is, but then get older and wiser and think, wow, at one point I was the laughing stock of America. Sooner or later, that's going to dawn on her.
Man, she is slowly but surely on a collision course. Someday she's
going to be a bean.
Her and Lil Kim will be the same person.
You're saying she's not, because I always saw her as like a potato with arms. And she was like one of those people that had that unfortunate, there's nothing you can do about that. That's just like unless you're really skinny.
Well, then she got really skinny and she sort of looked like a cured salami.
I don't remember. See, I never followed her. But so you're saying she's not a little fat person now?
I'm just looking at her face, and it appears that she bought her cheekbones the same place that Lil Kim shops for her face bones.
She got
bones are us.
What is that? That can't.
Those ones that really like
they
look like.
Or was it an implant?
I think they're implants. I'm the last person you should ask about this, but it makes you look like a He-Man villain, like it's like a prosthetic.
Yeah, they describe them as implants.
Yeah,
that's
if we got
big commitment.
I'm just saying, if we got face implants, we'd be more interesting to look at. Like on YouTube and shit.
Should I take them out the next week?
No, you'd have to keep them on until we retired.
Oh, man.
Or until, people didn't listen and then you could start your next gimmick.
It'd be weird to not have those anymore when people are still calling you Cheeks Kraft.
Cheeks McGillicuddy show.
By the way, back to the theme song. Have we ever revealed the all-star team behind that?
I don't know.
Are we allowed to?
Yeah. No, they don't care, but that's Blasco from Ozzy's band. That's the bass player of Ozzy. It's the middle finger of Satan, if you will. And then Scott Ian on guitar. So yeah, those guys, Scott Ian laid down the tracks and Blasco put the whole thing together, arranged it. And then of course the actual track, like what the thing was based off, is Will Pendarvis's son. Will's kid did that riff. And then I sent that riff to Blasco, and then he funkadelic the shit out of it with his bass. And then I was like, and then he put some guitar over the top of it, and I was like, oh, man, I got to get Scott Ian to put his track down. And Blasco's like, oh, yep, no problem. And then Scott Ian sent me tracks in a musical way where I don't understand, Michael. Like he's like, yeah, here you go, bro. And I'm like, oh, yeah, thank you, Scott Ian. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he just sent me. And then I forwarded it to
I attached them as flax. They're in both 64 and 128. So whatever you want to do.
Yes, I swear it was in some shit where I was like, okay, I've already gone too far by asking the great Scott Ian of Anthrax to do anything. And Mr. Bungle. He's a fucking guitarist of Mr. Bungle now. So... yeah, I didn't want to have any more. I just said thank you, but then I forwarded it to Blasco and was like, do you know what this is? And he was like, I got it. Don't worry about it. And then within a day, sent it back, and that's the track. So, I know some people hate it. I know that people on Patreon, some people don't like it, and I haven't figured out how to sing it right. But fuck you, man. I'm singing at the start of my show. that's it. I'm gonna get better at it. When things settle, I'm gonna get lessons from that lady, and then I want to hear this song the way I sing it now, and then in 6 months from now, where I can smash that high note. I just don't believe it, but if I do lessons and I just keep calling her like twice a week.
Melissa Cross is her name.
Yeah, Melissa. Does it? In 6 months from now, I might bop, or
what
I might
about
just,
if
forever.
When you do the theme song, right before you're about to hit the high note, I kick you in the penis?
I mean, you could try it. I feel like this might go bad for you as well.
I'd be curious to see, because on one hand, I think
there's an instinct there when I get swiftly booted in the dick to punch somebody in the face.
Like, on one hand, you've been a beginner at enough things and you've gotten good at enough things that you know that you can get a lot better when you have no idea what you're doing at something. The first day you go to a boxing gym, the first day you pick up a surfboard or whatever. But then on the other hand, there's people like John Bon Jovi and Madonna who clearly invested quite a lot of time and effort and money into getting a lot of vocal lessons, and it doesn't seem to have gotten them where, it got Madonna to where she could be like, this used to be my playground.
Wait,
I don't know.
You're saying
that's what she thought she was going to end up with.
This is the unfortunate reality. This could be you don't have high notes.
Could be you don't have any talent, Madonna, but you can keep coming.
I thought you were talking about me. I was like, oh, harsh. But she could just say, look, there's certain people that don't do the high note. I'll tell you what, I'll give you which is also.
Of course, there's limits. Barry White wasn't going to sing the high notes.
Right. And I feel like I might be Barry White without any of the low, great Barry White vocals. I can't go high or really anywhere else. Either.
Yeah, you're Barry White on the highs, Dio on the lows.
I'm stuck in the middle of shit. I'm not a very musical guy. I don't know what that is. I think it's being a jock. Because you spent a lot of your childhood being a jock. Moto. It's not. It's kind of like freedom jock. Because you're not. I'm not a coached guy. I don't like I don't need a bunch of people to hold my hand while we do the sport. More of a loner sportsman, but still the jock mentality. As much as I would like to deny it, I'm just like a frat guy that never went. It's like testosterone sort of making your decisions.
Yeah.
So I feel like that slows down your artistic mind.
Yeah.
And then now, it's like you've got to break through a barrier of like not caring and being music. It's kind of like, like a football player writing poetry. It's going to be bad.
Almost invariably.
Right. But if he let go of it all, maybe had a couple, 10, 20 years to like let go of his whatever his football facade was, maybe he could let himself go and write some wonderful poetry.
Well, it's like...
I don't know what I'm talking about. This is awesome.
If you're... it's like when a family sings happy birthday.
And one person can sing? Is that what you're going to say?
No, just like in the dad just kind of feels obliged. Like, okay, like for me, I'm not saying I sing well, but I was the singer in a band. And people weren't like, no, get the fuck out. That guy's a singer in a band.
Yeah.
But... when it comes time to sing like happy birthday to say like my kid, or if I'm at a family party or something, I kind of have to face this fork in the road of where am I going to sing happy birthday like a person who can sing a little bit, or am I going to dude and just go happy birthday?
You have to. You have to. You can't.
Exactly. You can't. You can't.
Other parents.
It would be
involved.
weird. It would make me and everybody else uncomfortable if I tried to sing that as well as I could possibly sing happy birthday.
Using your hand to like hit the scales. Happy birthday.
And most guys,
if you're 80, you can do that. But if you're under 80, do not over sing happy birthday to anybody.
Right. And I think most guys live their entire lives with those sort of blinders on, that when I sing as a dude, it's only appropriate for me to sing happy birthday voice, or else I'm like gay.
Well, it wouldn't be gay. I would think you're an egotistical asshole. If I were all happy birthday, I go, what the fuck is with? Does he really need to do that?
I think a lot of guys consider it. And it's pretty much a white dude thing. Consider it like unmanly. To like, I don't think there. I think it's more common for like a black dude to be like, yeah, I can sing a little bit. What? I think for a white dude to try to believe in himself vocally, it's the same as like a white dude trying to believe in himself as a dancer. It's kind of you're like gay checking yourself.
I think that's because of the way that everybody perceives each other.
Oh, no doubt.
Like this wall that you have to break through if you're a white person, where you might not be able to dance. You might not have rhythm. It's like, look, the joke's out there, but don't act like there's white guys with big dicks too. There's white guys that can do all kinds of things that black guys can do. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Don't catch yourself in that, because I feel like that does happen where you're like, it's probably going to be bad. It's like, well, if you say it's probably going to be banned.
Am I the only person who does this happy birthday move? Like if there's a large group of people singing it, it's kind of like when I used to say grace as a kid at the family table. I would just like move my mouth and then chime in with a word here and there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like Donald Trump when he's doing the
anthem?
Yeah, the anthem, because he doesn't know it. But I don't know it. I think I do that to whenever I go to a Metallica concert, because I know the words to every single song for 4 hours. I don't know the words to every single song of Metallica, but apparently I do when I'm drunk at a Metallica concert, which means
I've heard
several of those words are bleh and bleh.
I mean, I know the words of Happy Birthday.
Me too.
It'll be like birthday.
What about the name when you're not sure of the person's name and you're in the party?
I even do it when it's my family, because
you don't say the name.
Well, it's weird because like if it's my mom,
I just sing loved one. It's always correct.
If it's my mom, other people are going to sing her name. Do I sing mom or do I say her?
Out. Right.
I just go like birthday.
Yeah. You just point. You could like do the mouth, cover the mouth, and go boom. To the mum, bang. That's what I'm talking about.
It's hard. There's nowhere to hide for me. This past year in particular, we've sung Happy Birthday quite a bit over Zoom or FaceTime.
Oh.
So there's a room full of people. But there's only me and a 2-year-old on our end.
That's not cool at all.
No, it's horrible.
I've done a bunch of those, and
You still do the same thing.
Same trick works.
That's about as much fun as getting busted for being a fake Spanish lady. Seems like that'd be a bad time. Maybe people are still
about Hilaria.
Yeah, I just think it's funny. Did you know it started with her talking shit on that comedian lady, the blonde head lady?
Yeah, we talked about this at the time. I didn't actually wrap my head around the exact genesis of it, but it definitely had something to do with Instagram-y stuff with Amy Schumer.
Yeah. She boned up on Amy because Amy made a joke or something.
Yeah.
And then Amy's people did some research and tore her apart. Which I just think the craziest thing about that is her husband knows that and did know that and was like, wait, you're not? Because he would have found out years beforehand, but still, at one point, he introduced herself to him as
Hilaria.
Hilaria, the Spanish chick. It'd be weird to.
This is my Spanish bride.
I don't know. If it'd be, like Hanato would just. If Hanato met people and just kept saying that he's Hanato, and then maybe like a year later he tells his new girlfriend, I'm not even that good at jiu-jitsu. I haven't won any tournaments at all. Like, I know that's not true, Hanato. You definitely won a lot of tournaments.
All of them, as far as I know.
Yeah. And undefeated, undisputed.
And her excuse was like she lived in Spain for a long time. Isn't that it? Like,
but
she picked up
she's
the accent
born in Boston, and the first time she went to Spain is 19. If I'm, willing to believe the media.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's the same, but there was a very long stretch of my life where I spent almost all my time in the burbs of Philly, like hanging out with my buddies there. And they all had very thick Delaware County, like BAM style accents.
Yeah.
Like hoagie, phone.
Yeah.
We're going to go home.
I always
it rubbed off on me.
So sexy.
When I was more Australian and I heard those accents, I was like, that's a cool accent. And I never put it in a place because I could never, all you guys had different twangs, but I never knew where you were hailing from. It was just, whoa, you guys are from the same country and you don't even sound the same. I would always trip out on Bam because he would say words where I'm like, what? Yeah. That's not even... Nobody says it like that. What's up with you? And Boston people. They were the ones that tripped me out the most.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
They just go, they're full American and then just go left on shit. And I go, whoa, that's almost me, dude. You almost sound as stupid as I do.
It's a wild one. But I mean, it rubbed off without me even knowing it. Talking like I was from Delaware County.
Why? How long how it rubbed off because why?
I was just hanging out there so often and all my friends had that accent.
Do you think that it was rubbing off also because you're idolizing Bam Margera and it would have been cool to sound like him and be in Jackass?
Well, no, because I was going there before I even knew Bam.
People that don't know Kevin Kraft used to be an almost YouTube celebrity where he was doing stunts and wacky shit very similar to Bam Margera.
Yeah, but YouTube wasn't around yet.
Right, you were ahead of everybody except them.
That's true, yeah.
Did you get pissed when what are those Euro guys, the Dudesons?
The Dudesons?
Yeah, did you go, God damn it. I was next in line for the Dudesons.
Fuck. The bromans are screwed.
Did you call and be like, yeah, I'm Kevin Kraft, man. Like, kick me. You didn't try that.
The bro is stunty time.
Yeah. You need a fourth man.
I mean, it all started when I stayed at my buddy's house who I went to Bing Bong school with. And we like raided his dad's liquor cabinet and we watched a VHS tape of baseball bloopers. And it was like one of our first times getting drunk, and it was the funniest thing we'd ever seen. So he took his camcorder out and we started doing things where they were like planned bloopers almost. Mm-hmm. So like he filmed me running down the stairs to his basement, and they had a low hanging ceiling, and I pretended to just look down and not see it.
Yeah.
And I like bashed my head on it and like Mr. Wilson and fell down the rest of the stairs.
Yeah.
And like he was showing it to people and people thought it was really funny. So we just kept doing like these planned bloopers.
Organically. Just came out of nothing.
And then we started seeing like the CKY videos and Jackass came out and we were like,
but you're saying you were doing those videos before you saw any Jackass stuff?
Yeah, swear to God. I swear to God.
Before everybody.
Well,
this guy.
It wasn't before everybody.
Should we get Steve-O on and be like, what the fuck?
You owe me royalties.
Yes. You should get in his face.
But like once we saw that and it's like, oh my God, people are like making millions of dollars off of this. We like actively started ripping them off, and that was pretty embarrassing.
What? So, I'm planning to drive to Vegas. I might even not drive to Vegas. I might buy the wood. I spoke to a stunt coordinator, the person who coordinates stunts for John Wick. I did not know. I reached out to people because I want to do a stunt to promote this podcast. And I'm like, what can I do? Also watching Steve-O, seeing that he does sign things and then he sells them and the money goes to charity. He raised $500,000 with Tony Hawk. So Tony Hawk and him doing a wall ride, a little bigger than me, but still I could probably get like 10 or 20 grand to Tony Hawk Foundation or something. So I want to go in with a Speedo. I want to bring Jim Keeney back. And I talked to them about hitting flames with, in a Speedo. And he was like, you could do it if you go fast enough. So I'm not going to have like all those other people because it costs $20,000 to have those people. And those people could potentially give me coronavirus. So if I just buy the shit, build the frame, put it in, test it, then set it on fire at night and have GoPros everywhere and somebody to film it.
Yeah. Who needs permits?
Right? Yeah. I mean, if you don't see it, it didn't happen, right? Mm-hmm. And then if it happened on video later on, am I going to jail? If I go to jail, can you film it? And will that help promote this podcast?
Yeah, no such thing as bad press.
If I catch on fire, then that would be like, whoa, he's on fire. Is that okay? He's going to be a little, I don't know. You'd have to check into the next podcast to find out, Could be worth it.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll hold that video for next New Year's Eve.
Right. But you wouldn't be interested in being in any of that, right? You don't want to go through fire and shit. The flame for you to be a jackass is gone, Dudson?
No. I mean, I'll do stuff when the occasion arises.
Okay.
But I mean, am I stealing your thunder if you go through a bunch of walls of fire and then I'm like, oh, now it's my turn. I'm going to do it, guys.
Oh, I wasn't. I was just thinking of trying to tie you in. I wasn't like you should go through a wall of fire too.
Well, no, I mean, we shot me in the bare nutsack with a salt gun, so I'm still down to fuck around.
We did. I forgot about that, which is crazy.
Blake Shelton.
What? What'd he do?
Blake Shelton
he ate a truck
of Gwen Stefani.
He ate Gwen Stefani. He rolled her up in a crust and ate her.
He is facing some backlash after debuting a ballad for his fiancée, Gwen Stefani.
I want to lick your ass. That's a good song, man. That would turn me around on him. You know that? He was like, I just want to lick your ass.
Yeah. You can eat my stuffed crust asshole.
Oh, wait, nah.
And suck my stuffed crust dick.
If he said for her to lick his anus, I'd be like, man, that's not cool. Because I don't think his anus is clean. I think hers is. And I'm like, if he wants to lick her anus, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. I would eat Gwen Stefani's anus. But I don't know if many gay guys would want to eat stuffed crust anus.
No.
He just seems like a guy that hasn't even seen the hole.
He might have some stuffed crust of his own.
Oh, there's things hanging out there for sure. It looks like
stuffed crust dingleberries.
It looks like an unclean garage.
There's some backlash because he debuted this new song for his fiancée Gwen Stefani, and one of the sample lines.
He did it for money.
The song I think is called Minimum Wage and has lines like, "Girl, your love can make a man feel rich on minimum wage," which people find a bit tone deaf because, as you may have heard, a couple people are struggling a bit financially these days, and Stuffed Crust and Gwen Stefani are not two of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So prove it then. Let's fire Stuffed Crust and Gwen Stefani, and then let them start a podcast and see if they still care for each other.
Their podcast would make so much money.
I know, god damn it, it would fucking destroy us. They
like can't be poor.
I know, right? They can do anything. They'd be like, we're fucking making signature Crocs now, and everyone would just buy the shit out of them.
Yeah.
God damn everybody.
Yeah. And another Stuffed Crust news.
Oh shit. Oh my god! Back to back. Is this a positive or is it?
Well, it's actual Pizza Hut news.
Oh, great!
Would you believe? Can you believe it has already been 25 years since the debut of Stuffed Crust?
No. Wait, Stuffed Crust came out way before
Stuffed Crust.
Stuffed Crust guy started back in it.
Yeah.
Okay, because Okay, so what's his name again?
Blake Shelton.
Yeah, Shelton.
Yeah.
He came in late, but he probably has done the most significant push to Stuffed Crust.
Yeah.
Out of all celebrities, I believe.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember any other celebrity telling me I should put cheese in my crust as much as him.
No,
I think got me. Goddammit!
I think he took the game to a different level. In a nod to the quarter-century run of Stuffed Crust Pizza, Pizza Hut, it's entering its final form. They're offering pizza-less stuffed crust dough.
Take a shit on that.
You just get the halo.
They've finally gotten rid of cheese and sauce, the two things that have always been holding pizza back.
Wait, so now it's a cheese stick.
You can just buy the stuffed crust.
It's a cheese stick.
Yes.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
And it's in the actual shape of a pizza. They just got rid of.
Wait, what? It still comes in the box with the middle bit taken out?
That seems...
You got to put something in. What do you put in there? The napkins and shit? Like, come on, man.
There's so many ports.
Can't you put like smaller rings of that inside until it's just like it's a full pizza again?
Oh, like a big coil?
Like a gigantic cinnamon roll of stuffed crust?
What's those things you light that like get mozzies away? Mosquitoes away?
I know what you mean, right?
Like
the citronella things? Yeah, right.
A citronella thing, but cheese and bread, man. Let's get down to it.
I'm such a fucking human garbage can. Like, that sounds awesome to me. Like, you just give me like a fruit by the foot, but it's just a massive, never-ending coil of cheese stuffed crust.
That's such a bad idea, Kevin.
I'm pigging the fuck out.
You should really not do that.
I know. My stomach has been in rough shape lately.
Me too. I had one meal yesterday. I didn't eat until like 5 or 6 maybe, and I ate and I was like full. And then by the time it was dinner time, I was like, man, I'm still full from the food I had. So then I ate a candy bar at a chocolate bar at 9 o'clock and went to sleep with a little bit of wrapper stuck in my chest. Because that's how I was like,
that's living.
Right?
Yep.
And then I woke up, because I tried to go to bed early because I knew we were doing this. And I was like, got to get ready for this, man. This is the big show, big chance. You've got 3 episodes out. I don't know how many people like it or do like it. Like, you got to go, dude. Like, there's no one's calling me going, hey, man, fuck, it's huge. So I'm shitting bricks over here. Found out that if you look in the sun in the morning, it gives you energy all day.
And it blinds you.
No. Yeah, he said that too. Don't look into it where it hurts. But if you have direct sunlight coming towards your eyes, not through glass, because if it's glass, then it does some weird shading thing. It doesn't give you the energy and all this other UV things inside your eyeballs. But if you get the sunlight inside your eyeballs for, I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes or something, then it gives you this energy and it helps with your REM sleep and shit when you go to bed, stuff like that.
I hear if you go out there with a magnifying glass and hold it up and look at it, you don't even have to do it for the full 5 minutes.
It's like that, huh? All right, fucker.
But if you...
I'm just trying to help everybody get some energy in life. But yeah, you can fuck right off. Fair enough.
If you wait for an eclipse, you never need to go to the gym again for the rest of your life.
The gym. I love how it's...
Magnifying glass during an eclipse.
All right, well, fuck you guys. Fuck, be lazy and go to sleep early. Fuckface. I don't care. I was just trying to help.
Who was the guru that tipped you off to this?
He's a neuroscientist, right, Katie?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a neuroscientist. He was on the Joe Rogan Experience, so you know he knows his shit.
Wow.
And now it turns out...
Does he have some pills I can buy?
We better. He started a podcast, and Michael Blayback, that took photos of us yesterday, is good friends with him, and then showed me his account last night. And then I started following it, and then he gives you like neurological scientific facts about the brain and eyes and things that you can do to help you sleep or get better rest or a better diet or feel better, all this other stuff that he explains it. Even Jason Ellis can understand what he's saying. And I'm like, I'll add that to my repertoire of fighting the fight against Father Time.
I mean, we covered back in the day the people that were saying that they go out in the morning and they like aim their asshole at the sky and they sun.
Sun your hole.
Yeah, they sun their anus and their perineums.
What's a perineum? Is that near your anus?
That's the science term for your taint, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, look.
Very near to it, yeah.
That one, if the sun's out and I don't know, it's just hard to get your anus out, you know? Like there's always somebody around and it's just I just don't like having my legs pulled back and then like people I don't know walk into the room. It's just something weird.
That's a bad time for the gardeners to show up.
Yeah, I'd be angry at them. And it's not their fault, they're gardening. But I'd be like, man, nobody needs to see this. You know? I was just trying to get some energy from the glorious sun.
You could just explain that while you're like doubled back like a baby waiting for a diaper change. You'd be like, no, I'm getting energy. You should try
I bet
this.
you're wondering what I'm doing right now.
I think I need to learn how to speak Spanish.
Wearing a silk robe open with your hands exposed.
We need to figure out how to say perineum in Spanish.
Yeah, and if I could do that, and then what about one of the? What's the one
in English?
The thing that you reflect onto your taint to make it extra. Remember people in the 80s used to have a mirror burn their face, like have one of those for your rectum.
Yeah,
because you're in a hurry. This is LA, man. We're in a hurry. I only have 75 seconds to tan my taint.
And you just have, those little goggles they wore? You just have one of the goggles directly over the butthole.
Wouldn't you just use like a little plug? It didn't go in too far, obviously.
You could just get one of those Benihana like Mai Tai umbrellas.
You see what I think? I think that science, Michael, is asking for sun in the direct hole. So you don't want to put glasses on. You got to take it. Same as in the eyes. They say if you wear glasses, you can have contacts on, but if it's tinted, it's going to take 10 times as long or 100 times as long, depending on the tint.
Yeah, you need that raw energy.
You do. Raw energy.
Raw sunbeams.
Man, I was just trying to help. You can all stay stupid.
But we're spitballing. We're making a plan.
Shit, man.
Kevin, you've got some devices there. What are those supposed to help improve you with?
These are mouth speculums. That looks like a tiny one. Let me get a big one. I got a big ass mouth.
Wait.
Because he's going to stretch my mouth hole out.
Okay.
We fucked with these in the past.
Yeah, but
shit.
I don't really pay attention to things.
Do you want me to do live reads while you do that?
I don't either.
Well, you got a lot of them.
Yeah. Whoa, look at that. That's a big fucker.
What?
He's going to gape
probably
the shit out of
depending
me.
on the size of your mouth would be harder or easier, right? Like Mick Jagger probably wouldn't even change.
No, it would fall out.
Stub me up.
So what is
That's
that?
my impression of Mick
and
Jagger.
what is it for?
So this thing, I guess dentists officially use these, right?
I don't know. Dentists never did that to me. Oh, maybe they did.
Really?
Can't remember.
I've been in a dentist chair so many times. I got to go back tomorrow. I for so many things. I just trashed my teeth when I was young, and they've done everything they could think of to me, and I've never seen one of those in a dentist's office.
I stopped going to the dentist and my therapist since the pandemic started. I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
I
If
can
my
do
teeth
both.
fall out
I can do
and
both
I
for you.
start crying, I'll know what's
I've
happening.
been to the dentist like fucking 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. But you've got shit you have to deal with.
Well,
right?
I have an implant that keeps falling out,
There
and
you
then
go.
they got to tighten it. It's fun. First, the implant got loose, and they had to tighten it, and then the filling that they put in after they tightened it fell out, and now the implant's getting loose again. And I'm tick-tock with health insurance. So I'm like, hey guys, how about you really fucking screw it in this time? Because you probably won't see me for like a year.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to weld it.
So what the fuck is this?
So this will stretch my mouth out,
Yeah.
and it'll make it very difficult for me to talk.
Okay, cool. But
So
what is the actual purpose of it?
Like science?
the manufacturer. If I talk to the guy who manufactured that and he goes, look, I make these, and I go, what the fuck is that for? He is going to say,
my best guess is dentistry.
So he has no idea.
That's as far as we're going with this.
It's a mouth speculum.
I mean, what else would you use it for?
I thought that it might be, you see those like YouTube ads sometimes for like, I found a way to make my face look 20 years younger just by stretching my chin.
Yeah. Okay. So you think that thing might not even go, it wasn't built to go in a mouth?
No, I think it was, but I was wondering if it was something that you're supposed to do to beautify or de-age your face or
maybe
skin
it's to bleach your rectum.
Yeah, you said it's a speculum.
It's for sure for mouths.
I don't think you could
This
do
isn't
it.
going in
I don't
mouths.
think that would work in a butthole.
Well,
I think the butthole would crush it.
You'd work your way up to that.
I feel like this thing is not a beauty product because I feel like stretching your mouth because like I feel like Kim Kardashian has said many times she doesn't like to smile in pictures because every smile contributes to wrinkles.
Yeah.
So she tries to just be like
Not much to
pouty.
smile about lately, though.
No. I hear Kanye is hooking up with Jeffree Star.
Wait, what?
That's what Twitter's saying.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, good for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I figured this thing makes it very hard to speak clearly. And I could try and do some impressions for you guys. You could see who I'm doing.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, shit. This is going to suck.
You're going to do impressions.
Yeah.
Man, that is it clearly, I think it's for dentistry. It does look like it helps people get to the teeth. Because goddamn.
Gives you a clear shot, doesn't
Your
it?
teethy as fuck right now, man.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I just looked at the monitor. I look like a Hellraiser movie.
Yeah, except for the rest of your head, but yeah.
Oh. It
Does it hurt?
Uh-huh. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, it looks painful. It looks like the bottom of your gums are being attacked by that thing.
We could get a lot of stuff in your mouth right now, which is weird because usually when you say that, you're like, how much stuff can you fit in your mouth? You're thinking about your teeth being open, but just actually in those
on the sides,
chipmunk cheeks.
Yeah, you could really, good part. You could store a lot of nuts in there, chipmunk.
I think you could get an entire bag of peanut M&Ms in there.
I agree. I think you get 2 bags, one on each side. You want to bet? We should have it on a rope.
I'd like to see him try.
How can you choke on nothing?
It's, for some reason, it's triggering a gag reflex.
But it's not in your fucking throat.
I know. I had the world's most sensitive.
He's dripping.
Man, when you put your nose up higher,
You're fucking.
keep your nose up because you don't want to drool. There you go. 'Cause you look better when you put your chin up too. It's a better look for sure. You look pumped to be here. Man, from a distance, it kind of looks like a monster. Up close, it looks like Kevin's mouth is being tortured. But when I look on the screen, I'm like, God damn, dude, if you were in a dark alley, I would run.
I feel
I would
handsome.
seriously run. Who?
I feel handsome.
Are you trying to say handsome?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not. You're not.
Now, you
Not
look
at all.
Hanson.
Yeah, you look like Hanson got acid thrown on his face.
If the big one from Hanson turned into the Joker.
The big one is fucking weird looking, right? He's got like some sort of bone disorder or something
I
going
always
on.
felt bad for the big one.
Big head.
Yeah.
I don't like this shit anymore.
All right.
So
Are you Hanson?
No.
Right. Okay. Look, go on.
Okay, here. I'll try and do it for you.
Okay.
Hey, that is the most beautiful performance I ever seen in my life.
Simon Cowell.
Yes!
Yeah.
What? I was gonna say Liza Minnelli. But
That's the first and last one that I will get.
Okay. Huh?
how the fuck did you do that?
I've played this game before.
Okay. Let's try another one here.
He tried to inhale the drool.
It's not working.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to fill the microwave for this one. Okay.
Man, are your gums bleeding?
Didn't like it. It's been a while since I've been to the dentist.
Oh, I don't know. I
no.
can't tell. Just keep going.
Oh
This
my
is so brutal. I don't
goodness.
even know if this is like, you can video it, man.
Fucking gingivitis on parade.
This sucks. I'm never gonna get laid again.
I feel like one of these dudes is going to go ping out onto the table.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad, is it?
Don't get paranoid. The show must go on.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. We're gonna go no matter what.
Oh, fuck. All right.
You're gonna do Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, come on. No free
It's the
guesses.
gingivitis monster.
All right, I'll do somebody else then.
Okay.
Did I totally get it right?
Yeah.
That's fucking
Because you have
awesome.
to be loud then. Okay. Hold on a second. I had another one ready. Okay. Who is this one? How do you do? I'm gonna go right in there. I'm gonna touch you. Oh,
Oh, you're the fly. You're not.
it's
Stop drooling on yourself. Put your chin up. Yeah, now keep going. Pressing. Oh my god.
Here. I'm gonna get your hood. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna get
Oh. It's Kramer from Seinfeld.
Yeah. I'm not here. Hey, I guess you could say he's right straight off. Hey, and again, Charlotte.
Are you doing vintage Robin Williams?
Yes.
Man, you're really good at this, Michael. That's insane. One of them you guessed before he started. So this is, I don't think I should bother anymore.
We should take this act on the road.
Yeah, you two could fucking really do something here.
You can make money down on the boardwalk.
Yeah, you should challenge another duel, any other two people to guess their shit. You're drilling as well.
You just made me sympathy drool.
It looks like I kissed my chance.
No, that made sense too.
Okay, here. I'm gonna do another one now. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I gotta go. Gotta get the back in the
Sean Connery.
Now we're going to gotta get everybody fixed and healthy.
Oh man, the amount of drool. It's tough.
Here come the waterworks.
His mouth is crying.
Fitness is very important.
Okay.
I need to get America healthy. If you're gonna get very active.
All right. This guy likes health and activity.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yep. He's a man I wish I could have spoken with.
Luke Skywalker.
Given his pointers on how to lose his man tits. He's a very fat man. He's got a big belly. He's got some, well, you could say some fuckable tits.
I feel like he's doing this well, and we are letting him down.
I am not.
Oh,
That's a clue.
it's not Sylvester Stallone.
No.
Pierce Morgan.
You're going to have to talk with my people.
He's got people.
I know.
I've got a very important meeting with Netflix today.
Important meeting with Netflix. I can understand what he's saying now.
I know.
He's got an important meeting with Netflix. Everybody has an important meeting with Netflix.
That's all they do.
Yeah, and it turns out they're not that important.
And by the way,
Yeah.
I'm going to steal all of your podcast listeners.
You're going to stick.
Figuring on now. I'm going to take everybody's. They're all going to listen to me. And nobody else.
Prince Harry.
No.
Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani.
Oh my God. That was a lot.
I am fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
This is the new game. Leak the Geek.
man, could we pour like a cup of milk in there and see what happens?
I only half finished.
We
my
still haven't got it?
I don't think I would like to drink some milk. It's not healthy.
The guy, it's not healthy.
My wife is very into fitness.
He's very into fitness.
Oh,
She's made
Baldwin.
fun of her for it.
Dak Shepard.
A river just came out. I hear my tongue.
Oh my
What
God.
the fuck?
He's eating his tongue.
Man, don't eat your tongue, man.
It's not worth it, dude. Have you seen the numbers?
Prince Charles?
I'd rather eat something healthier.
Is he American?
God,
Yep.
this guy likes healthy shit.
A very important,
Oh, it's Obama.
Man,
Is he
You
going to
weren't very-
podcast too?
you weren't very black.
I didn't want to be get in trouble.
Well, how? You're impersonating a black guy.
I was trying to just go like,
Oh God, I can't. Oh,
I need a poncho.
it's pouring into your crotch region.
He does need a funcho.
All right, see if you can guess this guy. Yes, how are you? Hey.
Oh God, I've seen
Adam
two Adam Sandler movies in like the last 4 days. There's a movie where he does the Adam Sandler songs, like early prime, like 1994. He's doing his ho, 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 ukulele songs to a crossdresser. Then it's implied that they end up as a love interest with one another.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out to him.
Deep cuts from the Adam Sandler.
Man, I was
film
watching The
canon.
Fly this morning, and he is super rapey at the start of that movie.
Oh, yeah?
He pretty much tries to rape that lady.
Not as much as the boss does. That guy is chief rapist.
Right. I feel like if you're going to...
The boss? Is this Bruce Springsteen we're talking about?
No, Bruce Springsteen's always known as a rapist. Everybody knows that.
Fucking shit.
Stop putting your chin down.
I can't help it. Okay.
Gravity, buddy.
I'll do another
Let it
one?
work for you.
Okay. How about this guy? All right. You're just gonna go on. I'm gonna take your icon engine, and I'm gonna lick your huss.
Andy Dick.
I'm gonna lick your huss. You'll hurt your thighs right here on my ears, and you go.
Uh-oh, he's going to lick our huss.
Wow.
Sounds,
Wait, Bubba the Love Sponge?
I don't even wanna fuck your huss. I'm just gonna.
Oh, running the limo driver.
I'm gonna hand you over, and then I'm gonna lick your huss right high.
I mean, I'm definitely getting this guy's angle loud and clear, but it's not helping me zero in on his
Too
identity.
bad you can't go on dates right now because you are a sex machine, baby.
I'll try a different angle.
Okay.
Wait till I get later.
Yeah, the Joker, Jack Nicholson.
Yeah!
Ah, there we go.
Jason's on the board.
He loves licking puss.
Wait, I
Yeah,
got two.
doesn't even like having sex.
Nope.
He just wants to lick the puss.
He's gonna eat your puss.
Yeah, just bend over in his vicinity,
that like
and
a-
your puss is getting licked.
Is that like one of those Bruce Springsteen's a rapist facts? Like you're saying he only eats puss?
I hear he really likes puss.
Who do you hear these things from?
A lady.
Some lady
You know
told
a lady who got her puss licked by Jack Nicholson?
Hey.
You don't say.
And it allegedly went for hours.
Tell me everything.
Yeah. You're saying he licked some lady's puss, a friend of yours' puss, for hours.
I know you said too much.
Oh, really?
We can move on.
Oh,
I thought that was like a thing. You know, like Liam Neeson's got a big fat hog.
Yeah.
Like he likes to lick the puss a lot. But
No, I think it's only the one girl that you know that we know that now you're terrified we're going to bring up,
Oh,
which
well.
is pretty cool. Because
still,
I think I know who it is.
impression.
I definitely have a guess.
Is she a comedian?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess we can try a different one. Not get us in trouble here.
There's a lot of drool coming off your face.
I don't like this.
Let's do this. Let's get it out of the way because I can't take much more of that. I'm going to be sick.
Okay. The house is heavy. Well, I don't know.
Are you doing your Alan Rickman again? He will fucking take any opportunity to do Alan Rickman.
I'm running out of celebrities. It's the photo. I'm going to stick it in your asshole.
Yeah.
I saw that Harry Potter. A lot of people stopped watching after the first 13, but I kept going.
Okay, Zana.
Yeah.
All right, you can be done.
Oh, man.
My face feels weird. Not bad.
Did you know that we are sponsored by Cool-Ven, the soft-sided meal bag with detachable heating chambers, perfect for on the road, hiking, sports. You can take it in your car. It's an all-around portable bag. Cool-Ven on Instagram, Facebook. Use the code Ellis for a discount. And LeanFeast, the convenient. We got to get you that. That's if you want to. You don't have to.
I'm in. I'm totally in.
So LeanFeast is pre-made meals, and they send you a week at a time, and they have 13 different locations nationwide. So they send it to your door, and then you put it in your fridge, and then every time you want to eat, instead of going somewhere or trying to, eat some crap because you don't have time, you just stick one of these things in the microwave, and they have all kinds of stuff. So it's not like painful like I would have made it. It has pancakes and such. So LeanFeast.com and follow them on Instagram at lean. What's it called, baby? _feast on Facebook, the LeanFeast. And of course, Stay Classy Meats that have been with us for a while now. And once again, I have not reached out to them on you guys' behalf because I'm an asshole, but that should be an easy fix as well, where I think if you guys give me your addresses and I give them, I think Stay Classy starts sending you stuff. Because the other day, we're in a tough situation sometimes in life. I made these, first of all, it's called tomahawk, so it sounds badass to me.
The tomahawk steak?
Yeah.
It's the manliest of all steaks.
So they got Wagyu tomahawks, and I'm like, oh my God. And they
It's even manlier.
So they send them to me. So I would never buy that because it's just like a crazy purchase, but they're in my freezer. So I defrost them. Katie was sleeping and I was hungry and I knew that I was going to make them that day. And I'm like, I don't want to, usually I would wait. And I'm like, no, I'll just go about it myself. And I am a terrible cook. I don't know much. I'm better on the barbecue, but I put that thing on the barbecue and I put some seasoning on it. And when I ate it by myself, I had the other one wrapped in foil for her. I felt like I had really accomplished something because I was like, if I got this in a restaurant, I would think that I'm eating the Bentley of steaks right now. I've pimped the shit out of myself, but it was my dumbass that made it, stood in front of a barbecue for like 20 minutes, and Bob is your freaking uncle. So Stay Classy Meats, if anybody want to go there, hit them up at Stay Classy Meats. I think I post a link all the time, but you can order it and they send it to your house. It's grass-fed. It's the healthiest meat that you can get in America. I found out, shout out to Tom Payton, in Australia, it's all grass-fed. They haven't got to that yet. But here, if you want to get grass-fed, you could probably go to Stay Classy. They'll make it delivered to your house. So thank you to those people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I could not believe, I think I brought up about the Australia when I was younger. I just remember meat being meat, and it seemed like it was a cleaner when you got it from the supermarket versus when you go here at certain supermarkets where I'm like, man, that's not a good cut. Like, it seems shitty. And it's like, because it's too much money to get the good cut or the good meat. I'm like, man, really? We've come to the point where you're flossing because you've got a good cut of meat. You know, in this day and age, a good cut is only for rich people. Like, what a fucking insult, you know? And then to know, shout out to my boy Tom Payne. He's like, yeah, man, they don't have corn here.
Right.
We have enough grass. We don't have as many people.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we had to do that either. I just feel like that was one of those, we could make way more money if we fucking did this instead of, we're making okay. Like, I don't think the meat world was going broke by grass fed.
No, hell no.
I just think that they got greedy and made us eat processed, cheap shit as much as possible and then get fatter and get sicker and you know, get dumber.
Yeah.
I don't think they did it on purpose, but I think it's just the person that wants the money at that point. And they're like, if we do this, this, and this, we can make this much more money. They don't think, in 25 years from now, you're going to breed a fucking super moron. Like, nobody thinks that, like, super morons. Like, they just were like, dude, cut this, cut that. We make fucking this much more money. Talk to the politicians and I won't have to pay as much taxes. They're all, like, it's nothing personal, but if I know how to do it, I'm going to do it.
Well, people went along with it too. You know, Coke changed and people rejected New Coke, even though there's a whole conspiracy theory there. Do you know about New Coke?
No. I know that Coke had cocaine in it, but I never believed that.
I don't know if that's true. And if that's true, that's like the 1920s and 1910s kind of thing.
Cokes?
So when we were kids in the 80s, all of a sudden they did a big ad campaign. And if I remember correctly, Pepsi was the choice of a new generation, and Pepsi was starting to really gain on them. And I think Pepsi...
They burnt Michael Jackson.
Right. And I think Pepsi maybe had... I think they attacked a couple celebrities with fire
Pepsi,
in the 80s.
Don't fuck around.
Yeah.
They'll set your ass on fire and pay you.
And I think Coke was feeling the heat from Pepsi, so they felt like they needed to rejigger their recipe a little bit to compete with the new generation, which I think is a little bit flatter and a little bit sugarier. So they made this huge ad campaign, and they unveiled New Coke, and people hated New Coke.
Yeah.
To the extent that they then needed to have like the CEO of Coke doing TV ads being like, we're sorry, we understand that you don't care for it, and we're responsive to your needs. And that's when Coke became Coca-Cola Classic. They brought back the original. Now, the conspiracy theory is supposedly that is when Coca-Cola switched from using real sugar to using corn syrup. Yeah. And the whole New Coke thing was just to get people off of the original recipe long enough that if it was similar enough when it came back, they wouldn't notice the switch for the sugar.
Shit.
That's a fucking high wire act to get into if you're running a company. That's a funny way to try to pull that off. So I don't think I subscribe to that conspiracy theory. But the fact of the matter is, when it went to New Coke, people voted with their dollars and said, no, I don't want this shit. At one point, there were 2 meat distributors selling stuff to your supermarket, and one guy was selling it cheaper because of all the corn that they were feeding the cows, because there's a surplus. The government supposedly pays farmers to grow excess corn in America. And of course, the supermarket bought the cheaper beef, and they passed some of those savings on to the consumer, and there was no outcry. There was nobody saying, fuck this doesn't taste like meat tasted last month. I don't want this shit anymore. And so cheap is always going to win, unfortunately. And so there's a whole generation of people who don't even know what food is supposed to taste like, is my point.
Would you guys mind if I wipe my face off real quick?
Where?
Bathroom. I'm just like,
You're like a
spit.
Like Jack Nicholson at 2 a.m.
It's grossing me out. It's really grossing me out.
Wait, Katie's coming over with a napkin.
Thanks, Katie. I feel like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are like a 5-year-old.
Comes across like that sometimes.
Yeah. I have another game for us to play that doesn't involve us stretching out your orifices. Unless you want it to.
Nah, we can save that for next week.
I would like to see if I could put that in Katie's ass or something.
I got a whole bag of them.
Yeah,
Look at this.
I just don't think that. I feel like the only problem is, what if my anus snaps it and then I get stabbed in the anus with sharp plastic?
Yeah. It's a cool story. Speculum play is a dangerous game.
Yeah. Remind me to hit up the Hoonigans, because I got a better idea. Instead of going all the way to Vegas, I thought, why don't I just go to the Hoonigans parking lot and run through 5 there?
Why not? Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. Then it would be like a day trip instead of a whole weekend of bullshit. Stunt coordinator said, it'd be better if you went over the bars when you go through the wall of fire. And I said, why is that? And he's like, well, for the photo, a spectacular crash is always better. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm in a Speedo and I'm 49 and I've broken more bones than I'm definitely over 30 broken bones, and I've had over 10 concussions. Me just going, hey, over the bars. And he also said, you have to come in super hot to not get burned. So that means motorbike is towing me, and then I'm going to just, as I go through the fire, just touch the brake and go, over the bars I'm like, dude, I don't know. It made me think that maybe I don't want to be a stuntman if this whole thing fails over here. Because those guys, if you're at my age and you're like, go over the bars, I don't know, man. Like over the bars at 35 mile an hour on a bicycle, I feel like that's like, I hate to bring up, I don't hate, but Tom Segura was in hospital for a week because he left the ground 6 inches. 35 mile an hour over the bars. What if I hurt my neck? And then that's like because when you're this old, you get like a one that never goes away once now. I know. Like my shoulder just never got any better. My hip never got any better. It's just the way of Father Time. I'm telling you, man, I'm fighting the fuck out of it. All this little information I get, I know that I've heard it. I know that Carl Kingsbury's and all these people, but you look at Carl's body, he's an amazing looking human being. Like that body can do things. It'll probably last a really long time.
Yep.
Also, like we mentioned, we might need a few more Patreon subscribers before we can get health insurance again.
Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. We're going to get out of this. We're going to be fine.
I was just getting a little plug in there.
Everyone's going to find this to be a very huge podcast.
I know Great Urgent Care up on Fountain and La Brea.
Oh,
They'll accuse you of being gay, but then they'll fix you up.
Yeah, if you walk in there with a broken neck, they'll be like, you're getting butt fucked too much, sir.
Hey, that's a hell of a butt fucking. I hope you enjoyed it.
Well, look, I can make you feel better and worse about your future as a stuntman at the same time. You, I don't believe, would be the number one choice to do stunts for an actor who was 25 years old, because you probably don't pass for one. So I think the things that we would plausibly expect.
Gerald Butler.
Yeah, the things that we would plausibly expect to happen to Gerard Butler.
Just stick a fucking black-headed wig on me and I'm Gerard Butler. Here comes Butler through the wall. It's Butler off the cliff. Butler for the fucking dunk slam. Like I'm just fucking butlering all over the place. Butler calls me and I'm there.
if like Blake Shelton is filming a Lifetime movie
Shelton.
called
Look, Shelton, I'm fucking your wife right now. Yeah.
Minimum Wage for the holidays, and there's like a scene where he drinks too much.
I'm going to eat all the crust this time. Look out, Shelton. Step aside. You go over there and hang out with your lovely bearded wife while I chow down on cheese and bread. Yeah. Or like, because I think, doesn't stuffed crust get in cars sometimes? Like, I'm a NASCAR and I like pizza. Like, he can't fit in the car. I could be a stunt double where my ass slightly fits in there a little bit better.
Yeah, you're just going to have like a tail of wagging stuffed crust dough.
How much makeup do I need to apply to look like Blake Shelton?
Well, they would never
Gerard Butler.
They would never do the face. It's always like the side or behind, right?
Like if I get the wig, you can kind of get rid of my tattoos.
And then you just have to get the neck and
make
arms.
up your neck, right? Yeah.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too late. If this fails, I'm Gerard. Welcome to the Gerard Butler podcast.
Yeah.
I'm Gerard Butler.
and I'm Tilda Swinton.
And then we just do stunts all day. As them.
Whenever anything happens to Olympus, you will be there.
You can count on that. Man, Olympus 75, I'm just like fucking raking in the cash. No worries, Butler, I'm on the way. Yeah, that'd be a great gig.
All right, I got a game. I think we might have played this game before on our old radio show. I don't know. Some of these things you're going to have seen before because you can't miss them online. Some of them I think will be new to us. It's a very straightforward game. I put together some of the most noteworthy mugshots that are floating around on the internet. And one by one, I'm going to show you these mugshots and ask you, based on the mugshot, to guess what crime that person is accused of having committed.
I mean, she committed a crime of seeing Joey Diaz naked.
Man.
Holy shit, dude.
I feel like
that's the scariest. I'm like, when
this
a
is
woman,
number one. I've got 19 of these.
But when a woman's crazy, I'm not really that worried. But that look, I am super worried. I'm, we watched Speed the other day where the dude stabbed the guy in the neck. And you should have seen that coming. He was acting weird. She's a neck stabbing motherfucker. You do not let her get within neck stabbing distance. You are an idiot.
If she goes here, let me show you something and holds up a piece of paper in front of something, you run.
You have hands up aside your neck and you step away. Keep focusing, getting ready to duck. Yes, that's right.
I think she committed no crime. They just saw her and minority reported her.
I got to think that's crystal methamphetamines right there. So I would say that she robbed a drugstore.
I think she got arrested for shoving the entire inventory of Cactus Depot up her ass.
She's a pretty gnarly Karen. She might have got arrested for calling a black person, said that he was coming right for me or something.
Ooh, was it racial?
No. So I've tried to avoid.
She believes Donald Trump is still the president.
I've tried to avoid the real low-hanging fruit of people who are obviously insane or obviously drug addicts. Not to say that these people might not be both.
Maybe she's not, and the photographer just said something really inappropriate.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was like, what? I am not.
Did you really wear those shoes with that bag?
How dare you talk shit on my Crocs?
That woman is accused of, she worked in like a mall jewelry store and she stole some of the jewelry and then took it to a pawn shop.
Nice.
Yeah.
And she was very surprised when she got caught.
It was the perfect crime.
You know, Gerard Butler's thinking about doing a podcast where he steals shit from a jewelry store and sells it to a pawn store. It's going to be huge.
Next up.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Bad miming. He got arrested for being a really bad mime. Man.
He got beat up by Jack Sparrow on Hollywood Boulevard. got caught sucking off Spider-Man in an alley next to Hollywood and Highland.
It looks like he did paint his face silver, but he is missing paint around his nose area. So that tells me he rubs his nose a lot, which tells me that he might have been bump to bump to bump, get it, something like that. Shake it up some.
That's a really, really good theory. That man was he didn't just dress up for Halloween as the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. He was coming back from a Wizard of Oz convention dressed
on New Year's.
No. Just
because that sounds like a hell of a party.
He did have a hell of a party. That guy was arrested for a DUI while dressed as the Tin Man.
Ooh.
I mean, do you really need to give the Tin Man a DUI? Do you not think to yourself, it's It's the Tin Man.
I know. He needs lubrication.
Yeah, like I say the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the Cowardly Lion all get whole pass DUIs if I'm Officer Ellis. Unless it's a shit.
Yeah.
If you're a shit Cowardly Lion, then yeah, you know what? He is a shit Tin Man.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion this is not the real Tin Man.
Yeah, what's with the rest of his? If he had the rest of his suit is tin, then maybe. But if he just has like silver shirt on, fuck that guy.
Oh, I assume that there was a costume earlier in the evening.
Okay.
This to me looks like Seth MacFarlane started huffing.
Oh yeah, huffing does make your face go silver. That's right.
Mugshot number 3.
All right, one sec. Sorry, got to get this pulled up here. It's not letting me X out. That's fun.
He looks like a
okay.
silver cat.
Maybe you
the
could
Tin
drool
Man.
some more.
Yeah.
Okay, here we. Oh my goodness.
Oh. I mean, can you get arrested for getting hickeys? Is there like a certain amount of hickeys where it becomes illegal?
Was he like, did he buy drugs from a lamprey?
I mean, is he 18 and he had sex with a 16-year-old and that's what's happening? Because who the fuck allows? What kind of fucking hickey tart are you?
Yeah.
You know?
He's a hickey leopard.
Like that's his first run of hickeys.
Yeah.
Wait, did like a bunch of girls hold him down and hickey him? Or was it a bunch of dudes that did it and then he killed a bunch of dudes for giving him mad hickeys?
Oh, maybe this is his hickey revenge?
Right. He went over the hickey end.
Yeah, quadruple homicide.
Right? Like he shot all these kids at school that held him down and hickied the I would be so pissed. That looks even dangerous to get that many hickeys.
Yeah. He doesn't have that much blood to
That's what
spare.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, my knowledge of these stories is limited to the criminal aspect of it. So you have to kind of paint the picture based on that. They found this guy in like an abandoned building somewhere, and there was a bunch of empty booze there. And he was like, I don't know how I got here. I didn't drink any of it. And he was at least arrested and accused of providing alcohol to minors because he's 18. And I'm thinking he got his 17-year-old girlfriend drunk.
Oh, so I am right.
Yeah.
He got some underage chick to hickey him.
Well,
for
but
3 hours.
underage, he's only 18. The chick might have been 3 weeks younger than him. Yeah. Just a hickey party.
Well, I look forward to seeing his stand-up special.
They were very
Oh
accurate.
my God.
Mugshot number 4.
Dude, mugshot. Like, why do you even, wait, does it say fuck you?
He's got a fuck you tattoo on his head.
He's the man.
I'm going to go insider trading.
He got, you're saying he got arrested
He did, yeah.
for a what?
I had any number of options
This
I could have
guy's-
chosen from people with notable forehead
I can
tattoos.
assure you this man is innocent of whatever his crimes are, or whatever his conviction. Wait, does he have an SS tattoo on the side of his face?
I know, I think those are
Teardrops.
teardrops.
No, one's a teardrop. What's the other side?
That might be a mole.
No, it's not, dude. That's a big. What is that? Oh, those are multiple teardrops.
Yeah.
He's seen a lot of shit.
I thought multiple. Is a teardrop when you murdered someone or when you do 10 years?
When you murder somebody, I believe.
Yeah, I was
Each
gonna
teardrop is a murder.
Right. So he murdered 3 people and he said, fuck you on his forehead.
Mhm.
And you're saying that he was caught doing a crime?
Yeah.
I mean, was he in the middle of murdering someone?
No, he was not.
Was he? Did he go to like some politician's house and write some shit on the door or something?
No.
Unpaid parking tickets.
It was a parole violation.
Yeah, right. You're saying that he's been in jail before.
Mhm. And he was nabbed by the police after he was at a bank and he was trying to cash a check, which the bank teller suspected to be forged because, in addition to the fact that he has a "fuck you" tattoo on his forehead, it was
Gotta wear a
from
beanie, right? For when you go to the bank.
it was from the Cottonwood Bible Baptist Church, and they were like, "This doesn't seem like a guy who would have a check from a church." The guy with "fuck you" tattooed on his forehead.
You think you'd have a beanie on you at all times, right? Just for like when you had to interact with people that would be onto you for having "fuck you" on your
Yeah.
forehead.
At least a bandana.
I mean, do we need to feed him anymore? Can't we just kill him? Sorry, but
Yeah.
the fuck are you going to do? Oh, man, I saw the evil in my ways. No, you're not. Fuck you. You already killed 3 people. How are you not in jail for life 3 times if you've notified everybody that you've murdered 3 people?
He could be a poser.
It's pretty dedicated poser.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Maybe he
that's-
knew he was going to jail, so he had his "fuck you, homie" tattoo a couple teardrops.
You
to make
still
him look
butt
harder.
fuck him. I'd butt fuck him. You know what? He's the first guy that gets butt fucked when he comes to my prison. Fucking idiot. The fuck you doing?
He looks
Fuck
like he has
me?
a poopy ass.
Man, it's prison, dude.
Yeah.
People are not douching in prison when you're butt fucking them.
Or wiping.
You're just giving it to them anyway. This is a punishment. That's what if I'm a jail guy and I've got life and I'm a big bad jail guy. As soon as that dude walks in the door, I'm like, fuck you, huh?
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
I'm led to believe prison sex isn't all that romantic.
Yeah.
Do you think it's weird if you go to, teach "fuck you" guy a lesson and you prematurely ejaculate?
No, you want to. Wait, can you call it premature ejaculation if you're raping a prison man? I mean, is it not?
Do you like if you're like, oh, wow, this is embarrassing?
Is it?
I don't know.
Is it embarrassing? Well, you're saying like you're raping a man who's a bad man. Obviously, you want to get him back, and you're a bad prison man who's gone crazy. You're in jail for life.
Yeah, these are all bad people.
This is not a normal. This is a fake scenario, ladies and gentlemen. We're not thinking about doing this. If I rape him, I want him to have a good time.
Well, I'm guessing the punishment is your penis in his butt.
Right,
So
so
the
is it
longer it
not-
goes, is the more the punishment.
Oh, okay.
So and also, if you finish in like 2 seconds, do you have to be like, I swear this never happens?
Are there?
But you wouldn't swear that it wouldn't happen. You would be like, that's what you wouldn't be.
Because "fuck you" guy could
Concerned.
look back and be like, oh, that all you got, pussy?
See, he looks like the kind of guy to me that, and I can relate to this when I was younger. If you get the gay, there's no coming back. If somebody does something gay to you, you have gay on you, and there's no coming back. And he seems like a guy that is dumb enough to go down that route. So that means all I got to do is fuck him. So once it's in, you've been fucked, and then I can tell everybody in prison that you got fucked. There's
And then
no.
somebody'd be like, I hear he came in 2 seconds.
There's no way anybody said that. There's no way anybody in prison goes, yo, Jason the rapist is apparently he's a premature ejaculator. So it's not even really that bad. So just let him do it. There's no way anybody's saying that. It's just not.
He suffers from ED, so you might have
Yeah.
to be patient.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that too. Yeah. You're really telling me a sweet story. Sure. I sound good. And no wonder I'm raping. Nobody wants to sleep in me in prison. I can't get it up. And when I do, I pop in 3 seconds.
Take a look at mugshot number 5 and try to guess what this man was accused of doing.
This man has 2 penises on his head?
Bad tattoos. Gave somebody a bad tattoo. He tattooed a minor. Did he get a Voltron logo on his forehead?
I'll just draw your attention to his neck tattoo, which reads dork.
Oh, it does say dork? I thought it said void mirrored.
Man, dork on your neck does make you way more approachable than fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, dork makes me think that maybe he likes Star Wars and shit and he could have a conversation with Kevin.
He's
I don't
got, a,
wanna
sense
talk
of,
to
he's
this
got a sense of humor.
Right? He probably loves South Park and shit. Yeah, I say this guy's okay. I think he, just got around the wrong people for a little bit there. Now he's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He was accused of a crime, though.
I think he beat up children at a school.
He snuck into Comic-Con without a badge.
He didn't hurt anyone. He merely
Told you, not a bad guy.
over the years called the FBI thousands of times, each time threatening to kill people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a dork.
But he's making FBI work.
Yeah.
And he's probably one of those guys who's like, I pay your taxes, get to work.
Yes. Or else I'm going to kill my mailman.
People love that.
Yes, they do. Yeah. Mugshot number 6.
Let's see. Oh, boy.
Did the police do that or did somebody? No, that seems like it happened before. God, that is a really, somebody beat his ass.
It's a deep shiner.
Oh,
It's
They
like
got
one of
him
the Foo Fighters fell in hard times.
resisting arrest.
Stealing Manic Panic from Hot Topic.
Urinating on a police officer.
Urinating in his own mouth.
Urinating on somebody. Grabbing the crutch of an innocent lady.
That guy broke into a home.
Yeah.
So he was arrested for breaking and entering. But before the police came there to sort it out legally,
Oh, yes. The owner shit whipped him.
hit him in the face with a piece of firewood.
Oh.
That's one shot.
I don't know if it was one shot, but he got hit in the face with the firewood at least once.
Wow.
Firewood.
Yeah.
See that guy get hit in the head with the energy drink he kept calling the other guy the N-word. And then the guy had the drink in his hand and the guy was like, go on, hit me. And bomb and called dead and leaned over like, I dare you to do it. And the dude went to flip the can and he dropped it. And then the guy went to kick the can and the guy picked the can back up before he kicked it and just smacked him in the side of the head, sent him flying.
Oh, yeah.
And then the dude got back up and they scuffled and the dude got him on the ground and got side control and
shoved it up his ass?
Punched him in the face, beat his ass. Good at a 7-Eleven.
It was a twisted tea.
Oh.
There are many, many memes about it now.
Oh, the thing that hit him was a twisted tea.
Finally good for something, huh?
Yeah, it was there's people like that, kind of have it coming,
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't stop that one. That guy was crazy and he was about to beat up somebody and he fucked with the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Suffer.
If it wasn't that day, it was going to be the next
I just
day.
cannot stand white guys doing that. I don't care how many drugs you did or how many Bone Thugs and Harmony, don't stop calling everybody the N-word, dude. Come on. Just fuck off with that shit,
Yep.
What's up, everybody?
Our next mugshot, I know we have jointly discussed.
This does
before.
not look familiar to me.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
But it is a classic. It's a stone cold classic of the genre.
I feel
It's so
like
confusing. Her eyes look like they're too big for her head.
Yeah. And her eyelashes look too big for her eyes.
One time I did have fake eyelashes on when I was when I was performing one time, and I felt like I was doing that.
Yeah.
To just have my eyes open.
You had to muscle your eyes open.
At times I would close my eyes and rest my eyelids because they were getting,
they're heavy.
I was getting eyelid pump.
Yeah. Well, she looks like she's giving her eyes like she's taking turns.
She got a crack mouth.
I feel like she got arrested for breaking the rules of space-time and peering into the future.
Impersonating a rooster.
Maybe she saw Baba Duk Duk with her own eyes.
Maybe she is Baba Duk Duk.
Oh, you caught Baba Duk Duk out of the box? Dang, nice. That makes sense. It all makes sense now. If anybody went, Baba Duk Duk,
I don't
it would be
remember
her.
buying this book, and next thing you know, there she is.
Yeah.
Did she get arrested for stealing my heart?
Right.
No.
What happened to the edges of her eyes too?
Are they real eyes? Can she see? Does she know she's there?
Who's that guy from
If you
Young
told me those
Frankenstein?
eyes didn't work, I would be like, yeah.
If I found out she was from the future, I'd be like, I think I'd like to die now.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, depending on how soon that is, I would like to die right now. Yeah. If you're saying 2022, I don't need 2021 to get to
good.
there. Yeah, I'm good.
Who's the guy from Young Frankenstein?
Oh, yeah. Marty something or
Yeah,
other.
Marty Feldman.
There you go.
Yeah, did she rob his grave and steal his eyes?
It's arguably better than any of your guesses. She was arrested and accused of, during some physical and verbal altercation, throwing hot grease on somebody.
Oh,
Out of her eyes.
what a bitch.
It's her
She
super
squirted hot grease out of her eyeballs
Yeah.
directly into her opponents.
She can squirt. She can channel the energy of a Popeye's deep fryer.
It's a sweet mutant power.
Sometimes she prepares meals in her eyes. Everybody gather around.
Okay, take a look at this next mugshot.
He got arrested for impersonating hot dog.
I know, it looks like our dear friend Hot Dog.
He got arrested for hitting somebody with a giant piece of wood. He got arrested for trying to drive down a freeway in a car that had rock wheels, and he was using his feet to propel the car.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, he looks like the type of guy that would slash his friends with a samurai sword when he lost at D&D. It's got to be something nerdy.
He got arrested for attempting to murder Barney Rubble.
Raping Sasquatch.
I think this guy may have just been coming from sort of a costume party or something.
What's with these people?
He was arrested for, you can just pick up somebody in a costume and rest assured they have committed some crime. In this case, this poor young gentleman was arrested for marijuana possession.
Oh, fuck.
Of course he's got weed. Let him go home. He's fine.
God.
Yeah, he's more dangerous without the weed. Just give it to him.
Right.
He's just going to go home and play video games and jerk off.
It's so crazy to think that this guy, we need to put a stop to the gamer, Cheeto guy. Like, what? Let him live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weed, man. This guy got in trouble for not giving everyone the right presents. I mean, you got to be joking me. What's that like?
This guy murdered Tim Allen to assume his identity.
He seems like the kind of guy that hates kids. Why would you dress like that?
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe he's a Chester. So he impersonated a mall Santa to get like kids to sit on his lap.
Oh, he definitely impersonated a mall Santa. That's what this. He is under arrest for impersonating a mall Santa and putting his finger in a mum.
Oh yeah, he did like a bad Santa. He saw the movie and he was like, the perfect heist.
I already look like that. No. It's not quite that creepy. That Santa Claus was accused of selling cocaine to an undercover cop.
It's snowing, baby. Ho, ho, ho.
I bet that was good Coke too.
I bet you it wasn't.
Santa gets good Coke. Come on, he's got that magic bag.
Yeah, but impersonating Santas are pretty sad. They don't have big connections in the Coke game. I've never done real good Coke with a Santa.
The mall Santa.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a seasonal gig. What's this guy supposed to do the other 10 months of the year?
Just grow his beard and sell blow.
It'd be different if that was
Exactly.
glued on, dude. That's what he doesn't like. He can't be Jack Sparrow next. He can't do anything. He can't be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like that's his thing. One-stop shop. I guess he could try to go Jesus
Why is
or
his
God.
like mullet hair in the back like piss yellow? What's that about?
That's the thing that can happen with white hair.
It's a blonde-headed guy that's got white hair.
But there's some old ladies who have to dye their hair white because the white just gets kind of a shit yellow.
Ugh.
You got to tone it.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know
That's
that.
what he needs, right? He's in need of some white hair toner.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, which also tells me that he doesn't have a lot of money, which tells me he's got shit Coke.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hate to
Oh,
break
well.
it to you, but those are some shit bumps.
Guess I'll have to start buying off the Easter Bunny.
What is our next perp accused of?
Not listening.
Whoa. He headbutted his way into Fort Knox and stole the gold.
He headbutted the bus driver of Speed. And was completely destroyed like a car crash.
Holy shit.
He resisted arrest. I feel like this is a thing. It's either a gang, he got beat into a gang, or he got caught robbing somebody and was like, no, I didn't, and resisted arrest.
I think he tried to break into Kevin McAllister's house.
Maybe he tried to do like a double backflip or something for video, come up short. Maybe he tried to jerk off a horse and the horse kicked him. Maybe he fell asleep in a pig pen and they all ran over him.
It's kind of a convoluted story. This is a carjacking gone bad.
He tried to steal somebody's car and the guy in the car could fight.
Or he had like a log of firewood.
So it's crazy. If I understand this correctly, he was trying to like break into a car.
Nobody was in it.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico. No, there was. And then not when he was trying to break into it, he was trying to get into it one way or another. But then the owner of the car and his friends came up and he was like, they're like, are you stealing our car? And he's like, no, I just need a ride. And they gave him the ride. And it turns out that this is 4 college football players who this guy got a ride from, and they drove him to his house. And when they got to his house or wherever he told them to go, he allegedly pulled a gun out and said, now you guys get out of the car.
Wow.
Then while he fumbled with the gun, the guys beat him up and called the police.
So you're saying at one point he dropped the gun?
Well, he was fumbling with the gun. They were able to get it off of him or disable him, and they obviously beat him up pretty good. And they called the police, and the police found a note on him that said, give me the keys to your whip and nobody gets hurt. I know where you live, so don't make me kill you.
Man, there's some pieces of shit out there. It really is. You know, people try to rob Dre's house.
Yeah, I know,
The day he
Dr.
goes
Dre.
into hospital. Like the day he goes in for a brain aneurysm, like 10 dudes went over there to rob him. Like just the thought process behind that. It's in this day and age, it's saddening to me to know that there's so many people out there, that anyone that does that. Like he's dying, you go there because you know he's in hospital. We don't need any more of that train of thought. You know, I get it. You got no money or something, like fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Dre's house.
Some people just like robbing celebrities. That's like a cool thing to do in LA.
What was the famous people that ended up having a reality TV show and shit? Remember those people? They totally robbed somebody's house, and then at one point they were celebrities, dude. There was like a bunch of chicks, whining ass bitches that were from fucking Laguna or some shit that robbed. Was it Paris Hilton?
There was a movie made, right? It
She was somewhere, and that was their thing. They would watch for celebrities to say they're tweeting to go somewhere,
Yeah.
and then they'd go to their house and rob them and take all their boot. Like it was like you know, like groupie bitches that would steal all her Chanel shit and all that stuff and wear it. And then in the end, I think there was video of them with it on or something. And then they all got caught, but then they all got caught. They didn't go to jail, and then they got a TV show.
Well, they were all like rich kids, weren't they?
I think you're referring to the bling ring.
Yes. Yeah.
Which there was a film about the bling ring, right? Reported victims include Paris Hilton, Audrina Partridge, Rachel Bielson, Orlando Bloom, Brian Austin Green, and Megan Fox and Lindsay Lohan.
I love Audrina. Like, how and why is Audrina in anything? Any list of anything? It's just insane.
Oh, it's an old list.
Like, you did a music contest with P. Diddy, and now you're... I mean, she's a swollen bag of surgery.
Yep. She might shop at the same cheek store as both Snooki and Lil Kim.
That's right. Yeah, when you get to the... Yeah, when
Nobody
they do
looks good with those.
Yeah.
So crazy.
It's very cat-like. Remember that first cat lady, the older lady that had the surgery?
Jocelyn Wildenstein or something?
It's very similar to that.
Yeah.
Must be a bit of body what is it?
Dysmorphia. It has to be. It really has to be. Yeah. Yeah. It's like putting armor on yourself so you can't
I think
see
my
the
face
unit.
should be twice as wide as it used to be.
Yeah.
That's a crazy fucking conclusion to come to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And both Snooki and I don't know how little Lil Kim is, but she's like probably shorter than 5 feet, right? Like, I
She's
think
not shorter than 5 feet, but she's about 5 though.
Snooki's reportedly 4'8". So
Cool.
that face is going to look huge.
Right. But that works. A lot of celebrities have giant heads and small bodies.
Yeah, it's true. We have plenty more of these mugshots.
Who you got? Man, I don't... if I go to jail, is it half of the people in there have fuck you and horns tattooed on their face?
So this guy has fuck cops.
Oh.
Yeah, above his eyebrows. He has devil horns, the SS thing on his cheek, and a smooch on his other cheek.
Man, how is he out? How does he get out?
No, he might be in. This is him having been arrested.
I know, but which means he was out.
But no, this would be when they book him, right? He could have been convicted after they booked him.
No, I'm saying that whatever he went to jail for, at one point they got out again before they arrested him right now and put him back in. This dude gets out and hangs
Oh, he's
out.
been in jail more than once, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about him. But I'm saying this dude needs to stay in there. I'm saying it's crazy to know that this guy from time to time in his life
Is free?
is just like walking around Walmart. That guy's a fucking maniac, man. That's a fucking maniac. SS on your face. He obviously sold drugs, got caught selling drugs, or got caught killing somebody, trying to kill somebody, hurting somebody.
Or he fucked a cop.
Fuck. Oh, yeah. Well, doesn't that make it a crime?
Yeah, that's why he went to jail.
Right.
He's literally a horny cop fucker. He was arrested in Tulsa, Oklahoma, along with a female acquaintance for breaking into a man's home and robbing him at knife point.
Yeah. That's what this guy does. He goes to
Man.
people's houses and he robs everybody at knife point. He's a bad, bad person.
When you look like that, you don't even need the knife. Just if that guy shows up in my house and he says, "Give me your things," I'll just be like, "I will help carry it to your car, sir."
Yeah, but he's a very scared
kill
man,
me.
Kevin. That's why he's covered in all that stuff to look scary, because he is more terrified. That's how terrified he is, that he has to make himself look like that to intimidate. It's a very sad man. Anybody with SS on their face is very sad because they're never happy. There's no way there's an SS guy out there that's like, man, I just love the morning and looking into my son's eyes or something. Like, you don't. You like death and pain, and which means you're not happy.
Yeah.
Can't be happy. Do they all laugh? Do you think?
Not the stuff we laugh at.
I feel sorry for them.
I know what you're saying. I do kind of get that. Despite what he's done, I understand that he.
Oh yeah, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. Don't get me wrong, but I also feel like what makes a man decide to have SS tattooed on his face?
Yeah, I think those people are far more made than born.
Yeah, like what pains did somebody put you through where you thought that some war thing that's insulting to all life is
Yeah.
your cool way to go about life.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm led to believe those SS guys, they butt fuck everybody. Did you know that? And they do like they're the ones that pull off the I'm not gay at all and I'm actually like I'll believe I agree.
Wow.
And they just rape. I mean, I'm only basing that off what's the movie with the guy that
American History X.
American History X. Everybody in the white supremacist groups in prison, they butt fuck people. That's what they do.
Dang. One more reason to hate the Nazis.
Right? There you go. If you were thinking about joining them, remember, they butt fuck people without asking.
Well, this guy has a more lighthearted face area.
Ooh, he's the
tattoo.
Joker. Right?
And on his forehead, it says, holla.
Yeah.
Oh, holla?
Yeah.
Holla.
With an exclamation point, it seems.
Did he put makeup on or is that a bruising thing there?
No, I think that's man makeup. I think that's black eye.
I don't know. One eye looks more makeup than the other.
And maybe
That might
he,
have been the one he got punched in.
Oh, okay. And it also looks like he has poop residue around his mouth and dribbling down his chin.
it's not lipstick.
I don't know. I honestly could not tell you. I think it's all from being beat up.
Oh.
He looks like he forcibly sucked a turd out of somebody's ass.
He does look pretty down and out though.
Like, you can give me the turd or else I can take it.
Yeah, if he like put his hand behind his butt and put into his hand and like started rubbing it on himself, I would be like, yep.
Yeah.
You look like you would have done that.
Yeah, he went into a bank and spit poop at the tellers, which you're not allowed to do.
No, they hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to tell them that if you don't give me money, he's going to spit poo on them. But when he told them, the poo came out.
The one hole in his airtight plan.
Yeah. It was too late. He was completely out of poop after he'd given the threat.
He had to open his mouth to give the demands, and then the poop fell out.
Son of a bitch. Next
Happens
time,
to us
maybe.
all.
How old do you think that guy is?
75.
Got to be late 50s, at least.
It's like Tom Segura if it just all went wrong, you know?
38-year-old Charles Easter.
Oh, we're the
Yeah.
same age?
But look, what about if you gave Charles Easter like a week of naps?
Right.
I reckon he'd bounce back.
If he did Trading Places, but instead of Eddie Murphy, it was
Yeah.
Charles Easter.
Yes.
Oh.
I think Charles Easter would become
A titan of Wall Street.
you wouldn't even reckon he would just walk straight by. You could get that the thing off, lasered off.
Holla on his.
He could get
That's
lasered
so
off.
weird.
He can make it dollar.
Oh, yeah.
No, a lot of people respect older gentlemen with dollar tattooed on there. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's got to get that lasered off, Michael. That's the first thing he's going to do. But once he gets that lasered off, I think that you give him a haircut,
Sky's the limit.
give him a nice suit and a
Yeah.
briefcase.
I'd love
and
to
you
know
would-
the story, too.
of how he got to there.
Why holla? Was he just like
Oh.
a huge Gwen Stefani fan?
No.
He's a holla back girl.
He does. I think he did Holla before Holla Back Girl.
Yeah.
That's been on there since he was very young because it's almost gone.
Because I feel like
And it's kind of sideways, too.
forehead tattoos are like
Well,
kind
anybody
of
who
tough.
does tattoos holla on your forehead, Michael, are usually not the greatest tattooists alive. A lot of guys that are really high level would say, no, I will not put holla on your face.
The other head tattoos we've seen today were fuck you, fuck cops, devil horns, and this guy's just holla.
Yeah, okay. So at the time, he was less angry than the other guys, but he was still completely out of your mind.
Yeah.
Maybe he's more of a free living out of your mind guy. But the fact still remains is in his 20s, he decided to get holla tattooed on his forehead, which means he was in a group of people that did not give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to get back from that,
Looks like if Joe Walsh had never met the Eagles.
right?
He was arrested at 1:46 a.m. one night for disorderly conduct. This is in Fort Lauderdale. Police allege that he became unruly while visiting a friend who was being treated in an emergency room.
He showed up blacked out to an emergency room.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like that.
Or
I'll have what he's having.
Let me guess. Was the guy
finished with you.
was the guy in the emergency room recovering from like a drug overdose or something?
It's fair to speculate.
Right.
Holy shit.
Man, I got an Australian friend that drinks a lot. Shout out to Matt Davis, who probably still doesn't understand what podcasting is. So I think I'm in the clear here. But he is skateboarding at 4:00 in the morning, talking to himself with a fake English police officer's hat on as we speak. Skateboarding around at 4 or 5 in the morning through Adelaide,
Cool.
mumbling into his phone because it looks like that's his only friend. I'm like, holy shit, Australia. Certain people did not decide to do much.
How are we doing on time? Can we do more of these?
I don't know. What time is it? How long have we gone? When did we start? It's all confusing to me. My wife.
Hour and a half.
An hour and a half. We're supposed to stop.
Okay.
Just do this one lady who's got married. She got arrested for saying that she was getting married to a tree.
Oh.
And then when she tried to take her clothes off to, is it commiserate? No. Is it, what is it?
Consummate?
Yeah. Commiserate.
I think in this case it might be.
You said that yesterday. That's your new word.
Commiserate.
Yeah. You used it correctly yesterday.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Here we go again.
I think it still applies here.
She commiserated a tree and she was arrested for that.
Yeah, I was going to say she tried to forcibly marry the Grimace.
She ate her mother-in-law. She
Man,
fought
who does
her.
she remind me of?
Dude, if you get arrested and you still manage to have the bridal head thing on.
Yeah.
I mean, does that tell me that you didn't get into a scuffle? Because if you got into a scuffle, that's the first thing to come off.
Yeah.
She got blacked out, pulled a titty in front of a kid. Indecent exposure?
I think John Madden just got loose one night, had a few too many beers, put on the wedding dress.
She crashed a wedding and was like, I'm the wife. And everyone was like, oh, no, you're not. Yes, I am.
You're marrying me now.
Yeah. She got out there.
She caught the garter and then forcibly dragged the wedding dress off the bride.
She beat the wife. The authority. By the time the authorities got there, she had taken the wife, that lady's whole wedding attire and put it on.
You're my husband now.
Yeah. I'm marrying this tree.
Nah, it's not that exciting. She was accused, suspected of identity theft and fled whatever state she was living in. I think it was Florida. No, Michigan. She fled the state to escape the charges, but she couldn't resist coming back to get married. And somebody tipped the authorities off that she'd come back within the state lines.
Oh.
So they went and arrested her at her wedding.
Holy shit.
Did they wait until she said, I do?
That's a terrific question. I do not know.
Because
I hope so.
I know, right? Isn't that weird? Like, even though you are a piece of shit, I still would let you get the I do's out before you go in the slammer.
Yep.
It's pretty cold-blooded.
To take it beforehand?
Yeah, or
I
if
agree.
the cop was just in, like, if he was plain clothes and he was in the actual audience.
Oh, when they say, does anybody, and you go, I do, that fat bitch is under arrest.
Or what about if an undercover cop got online and romanced her from afar and is the one who actually lured
the
her
fake
back,
husband.
and she said, I do, and he said, you're under arrest.
That's as bad as that officer showing his weenus to fucking George Michael. That was
Yeah.
uncalled for, I reckon.
Entrapment.
It
That
is.
sucks.
Yeah,
You're
her only
in
crime was loving too much. And identity theft.
Oh, shit. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe and download or whatever the fuck it is.
And
that you
Patreon.
do. Yeah, Patreon. Check
Sign up
us
for
out.
the Patreon. It's patreon.com/EllisMate.
Don't die.